Are you ready? Are you ready to start? Are you? Are you ready? I feel like I'm at a concert. Remember this? Ah! All right. We should get going here. First thing we're going to do is introduce myself. I'm Ron. This is Functional Fitness, MSCR. We are going to start out with a march, as we always do. And on today's program, we have warm-up, starting with this, and then we're going to get into it a little more. Then we're going to have four circuits, twice through, 1 cardio, 2 strength. All the strength are upper and lower at the same time. Combo exercises. Get a little upper body, get a little lower body, and then we go to the floor. The floor. All right, step it out to a squat. And no, don't bring it out to a squat. Just step out right now. Find your balance. I'll try to find my balance too. Up and over. Pick the foot up, bring it back. Other side out. Arms up, sweep them up on the side, roll the shoulder blades back, bring it back in again, like that. Out to the side. You may call this a step jack. You would be right. Out. Slow one, though. A slow one, just warming up the shoulders. Get as high as you can. Get around, but don't go farther than your arms say you can go, or your shoulders. Bring it in and across, up and over. Across the top of the head, bring it in. Other side. Up, over, in, and down. Shoulder rolls. Little ones. Little ones. Start out small, then we get bigger and bigger and bigger. We're going to go back to these, so just kind of take it easy here. Forward, forward. We're going to do some other things that are going to get the shoulders warmed up, then we'll come back to making these super big. Super, super big, like you're swimming. And shake that out. We're going to go to a squat. Butt back, knees over the laces of the shoes, and push up. Again, down, butt back, knees over the laces of the shoes. Shoulders right back here, looking out in front of you, and back down. Let's do that again. Out, arms up. Get a little deeper if you can, a little more stretch in those hamstrings. Feel the quadriceps working in front of the thighs. Bring it back up to the top. Once more with this, and then we're going to add to it. Get down just a little bit deeper. I want to make sure you're warmed up here first. Got those knees over the ankle or over the laces of the shoes. Straight on. Everything's pointed right out front. We're going to come down and then go into a hip hinge. So from here, bring the hands on the thighs. Push up through the heels of the shoes. Yeah, these back there. Heels of the feet. And from here, we're going to roll the back. So we're going to go into a cat and then bring it up overhead. Arms up, roll the shoulder blades back. Let's try that one more time. Down, butt back. Let's see if I can get it this time. Push it, and then hands down on the thighs, bringing the butt up. Roll the shoulders toward the floor, and bring it up. Two more. This is a good stretch. Down, I found this over the weekend. I really liked it. Down, and into that hip hinge, pushing through the heels, butt up, and then roll the shoulders to the floor, stretching out that entire back, and then bring the hands up overhead, roll the shoulders, and back one more time. One more time just because it's really good. Arms up, butt back, hands on the thighs, into that hip hinge, so your chest is out, back is straight, pushing through, feeling the hamstrings stretch out, and then roll the shoulders to the floor, going into that cat, and bring it up overhead, roll the shoulder blades back. Kind of a cow here, and back down. We're going to go into a side step, down. As you come back to the middle, reach across body, roll the shoulders, and bring it back. Other side, step out, down, coming up, reaching cross body. So bring those shoulders across, keeping them in a straight line. Out, forgot what side I was on. Up and across. Other side, find your balance. This is as much about rotating the spine, shoulders, upper back, and balance at the same time. Down, single leg, pushing across, coming back in, down. Good thing I'm doing this because I'm having problems with that. Roll until I get warmed up, until my brain gets warmed up. And over. Not that I'm having problems with my brain. Right. And up and over. Arms up into cactus. We love cactus. Up. Push through. And bring it back down again. As you come down, bring the elbows all the way back. We're going to go into like a lat pull down. You want to feel those shoulder blades squeezing together behind you. And then back up. So arms down, elbows back, pushing those shoulder blades as deep as you can get them. Bring those elbows down as much as you can toward the torso. And back up again. Push up. When you go to the top, drive the arms up, roll the shoulders up, and bring it back down. Shoulder blades together, and bring the elbows in. Saw that coming, didn't you? And back. Shoulder blades are back, chest is open. And bring it back here again. And back. So we're going to take, as we bring the elbows together, bring the knee up, squeeze it all, get the core involved, and back out. Other side, up, across. Take your time with lifting that knee. This is about balance as much as getting those hip flexors working, getting them warmed up, stretching out the glutes, stretching out the hamstrings, up and back down and back. A couple more together and back. Last one. And right there. Leg up and around. Tap behind you. You don't have to go very big. Just pick that up. Want to get this hip opened up, warmed up, flexible. Stay on the same side. Up and around. Take your time with it. And forward. Up. And bring it back. Keep a little bend in that stationary leg, in the knee. You don't want to straighten it out. You don't want to lock it out. And forward. And bring it back. So as you do this, you should be able to get just a little bit more out of it. Starting out slow, finding your balance to start out with. Yep, finding my balance. Up and around. Then little by little, you can bring that toe around. And if you need to, step out, step to the side, and step back. But do it in that arc. Up and out, getting all the direction, that universal hip joint. Up and over and back. Or just a sweep, whichever one works for you. On what I want you to focus on, not on the balance, is on that hip and getting it warmed up. Forward, up, and back. One more time, take it forward. And down, bring up the heels. Go into a pedal, opposite arm, opposite leg, bring it up and up. Go a little faster if you want. You can go into a run. You can do whatever you want. Just concentrate on putting the weight into the balls of the heels, switching one foot up, one foot down, and they meet in the middle before they hit. And a couple more of those. And now, this is like walking and chewing gum at the same time. Roll the shoulders as you do this. Told you we'd be back to this. Arms up. How did I know? Lucky guess. Up and around, up and around. Let's go backwards with it. Working those calf muscles still, trying to find our balance as we roll those shoulders around, and we're on a single foot. I'm having problems with the, there we go, with the sinking of the upper and lower body. Drop it down. Shake it out. Wide stance right here. Going to take the arm, come down on the side. We're going to get to the arm eventually, but right now, let's just work on this. Knee over ankle, pushing the butt back, and through the heel coming up, other side. And stretch it out, and push it up. So you're getting a little stretch here in those inner thighs. Down on that stationary leg or that straight leg, pushing up, other side, down. Down, 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 butt right straight back, shoulder square to the floor. Add to this, arm up overhead in a side bend. So you're going into a hip hinge along with arm over the top, reaching in a diagonal. Bring it down. We go to the other side. Up and over. Reach. And One more time each side. Bring it over. Stretch all the way up the side, through the arm, through the shoulder, through the ribs, over the river and through the woods. Up. Reach. 2 months till Christmas. And back down again. Shoulders back. Shake that out. We're going to go into a rotation. Stepping forward. Elbows up. Bring it around. Shoulders only. Shoulders only. Roll it. Bring it back other side. Torso stays pointed right out front. You're looking out front. You're just rolling those shoulders, making sure that the foot is flat on the floor. Getting a good feel for your stable base. Around. Back in. Now. Now. Torso. Arms. Chin. Rolling that head with the rest of it. And bringing it back, other side, out, around, shoulders back, and right there. Last one's reverse lunge. Step it back, bring it up. So the first couple, we just go with a reverse step, weight on the ball of the foot. Not much drop here. But then as we get going, see if you can get down just a little bit deeper into it. Knee stays over the ankle. As much as you can on that front leg. What you don't want is it way out front and you leaning out after it. Down and up, pushing through the heel of that front leg. And up, step back, and bring it up. Did I say this was the last one? I kind of lied. Kind of, a little bit. This one is, bring it around. Put it around. I forgot about this one. Again, getting that hip. We went around the side, but we didn't go behind. Back. And back again, if you want a little bit of a curtsy lunge, take it down, knee over the ankle. If you want a little more stretch there, down and up. Don't let that knee drop. Keep it up to the middle. And we're going to bring it across the front. And other side. Tap and tap. I like doing this just so I can feel like I'm dancing. You make me feel like dancing. Gonna dance the night away. Over. Who needs music? And over. All right, switch it up. Back, side, over the top, and to the middle. So other side. Leg up, leg behind, curtsy or a skater. Out to the side in a wide stance. Push off, foot over the top. And back one more time each side. Over and out. To the front. Back on the other side, wide like a lateral lunge. Whoa, over and back. We're good. It's water time. It's water time, and then get the weights ready. But first thing we're going to do a little cardio. So cardio, strength. And then through it again a second time. So first thing we're going to do, demo, just take your time. 4 lateral steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, that's not much for cardio, is it? Is it really? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go up on the balls of the feet if you want. You can put a little bounce in there. This one's up to you. Like that if you want. Little working on the tires, agility drills, however you want to do it, or a bounce. And then back again. You make it your own. All right. 10 seconds, we start. If you're ready, I'm going to start now. Up and over. I'll take it easy to start out with. Tap. Just take 4 steps, however you want. Fast, slow, whichever's right for you. Picking the knees up on the balls of the feet. Hop. Like that. Or bunny hops if you want. Get all the options. This one's so much fun. It's like going to Burger King. Have it your way. Tap. Other way. Not feeling that heart rate. Come up a little bit. You should probably get going a little harder. 10 seconds left. So I'll over tap. 5 seconds. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, these are timed. So, we're done. Sorry. These are timed. You go at your pace. not mine. Grab how many weights? Two weights in one. Grab two, they're small. First thing, squat down here like that. Back up. What we're going to do from here is go into a step out of diagonal, weights in, plie squat at a diagonal. Then we go back to the middle, squat, up and over. Important piece here, that smooth movement. As you're coming up, you should be stepping out already so that when you come down, you're in that plie to the other side. You ready? Let's do it. Down, in the middle, push up, down in a squat, up and over and down. Step out. See if you can get a little deeper. Remember the plie squat, knees stay over the ankles. So as you step out to the side, it's the butt right straight back, knees stay out, and then you come back to the middle, squat, knees over the laces of the shoes, step up, step out, and back to the middle. Down, up, drive through the heel. This is a nice smooth move. I really like the feel of this one. It's not really a combo exercise though, because the upper body's not doing anything. Up, and I said we'd do combos. Down, they're coming. And one last time, out, and back to the middle, and up. Shoulder blades back, chest out. So we're going into a tabletop, which is a hip hinge, knees over the ankles, shoulder blades back, butt out as deep as you can get. It's up to you. It's up to your hamstrings pretty much, how far down you can get. And there is up and up, rolling the shoulders, not the torso. Protect the back. When you do this, keep the shoulder blades back, keep the chest out, and just roll that shoulder back, feeling those muscles work between the shoulder blades. Yeah, we're good. Well, let's start. Back. Make sure those knees are staying over the ankle. Butt is back. Hamstrings, a little bit of tension on them, a little bit. Up. Shoulder blades are doing the work. The muscles between the shoulder blades, rhomboids and trapezoids back there. Squeeze and pull. Posture muscles we're working on here. One up, one down. Again, smooth movement. Both arms are moving. Meet in the middle and pull it back. Squeeze it. Oh, we got a couple more yet. Tight. Bring it in. One more each side. There's one. There's two. Up we go. Put the weights down. Not because we're done, but because we're going to go back to that cardio one. 4 steps sideways. Side to side. If you are ready, let's go. 4, tap. So I like this little bounce right now. It's right for me this morning. You can do a hop in here. Tap, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, like that. Make sure you keep breathing while you're doing this. Heart's not moving. Heart's not picking up fast enough. You can take it into a little jump like this, or a little fast feet, side to side. Over, back, over, 3 seconds. And we are done. Done. Bring on the weights. Going back to the lower body. Squat, up, plie squat, toes out of 45, back in, and down. We got 5 seconds. You can breathe deeply a couple more times. Start out, squat, butt back. As you're coming up, stepping out to the outside, going down, butt right straight back, knees over the ankles. In, up and out, and back in the middle. Out and down, up and in. Don't forget your form on these. Shoulder blades are still back. Chest is out. So if you're thinking about just that plie squat, go small. Around and back. You don't have to pick it up big. It's more about the squat. And in, last one. Down and back. Anybody catch I missed a squat in there? All right. Last one we're doing is that piston row. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Flat back. And bring it up. Keep the chest out. And squeeze it around. Remember, don't let the torso twist. No torso twisting here. Up and up. See if you can get a little deeper into it. Pushing the butt back just a little bit more. Don't get deeper by letting the knees go forward. Get deeper by pushing the butt back. And up. Squeeze. 5 more seconds. Up. 3, 2, 1. And done. 1 and done. Set the weights down. Grab a drink of water. Catch your breath a little bit. And next, second set, we're going to do your choice. Out and out, push and push. Or you can do just a little bit of a power skip. Doesn't have to come up very high. What we're looking for is that plyo coming off the ball of the foot, pushing yourself up, both feet off the floor. That's the key. That's the important piece. We don't need weights. What am I doing? No weights. You don't need weights. Okay, you ready? And heel dig, push out, out and out, out. Or a little bounce there. Doesn't have to be a lot. Want the upper body and lower body working at the same time. Breathe that heart rate up a little bit. Gets to be too much. Go into that plie or into that power skip. And then just bring the arms up like this. If pushing the arms out is a little much. You got 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Single weight. We got reverse lunge, stepping back, and then a rotation over that front leg. Bring it around. Obliques, back, oops, and up. So reverse lunge, step back, knee over the ankle, rotate, shoulders, torso, bring it back to center, and step up. You ready? Here we go. Down, roll, in, and forward. Step back. See if you can get just a little bit deeper. Around. Don't let that knee move in the front, back either. If that knee comes out, so are the hips. And that is the one thing you really want to guard against, is not letting the hips turn with you. That just causes problems for the back. Around, in, and up. Step it back. Roll the shoulders. Back to the middle and up. Down, around, and up. One more each side after this. Back to the left. Back to the right. That was that one. Next one, we're going to work the biceps and the chest. So single weight again. You can use double weight if you want, but here's what I want you to be careful of. So first thing we're going to do is a curl, keeping the elbows right next to the torso, not letting them go behind. So it's an arc up to the chest. Stop here, out, in, and down. So this is the one, if away from the chest, way out there, you may have a problem if you're using a heavier weight or using 2 weights. That's the point where you may start to lean forward, causing problems for the back again. So if you are ready with whatever you're going to do, let's do it. Up, curl, chest press. In and down. Don't go all the way down. Don't ever give those muscles a rest. Out, in, down. Remember, when you do that chest press, elbows are at about 45-degree angle. Out. It's just like doing a push-up. It's just like doing a push-up, except you don't have to do a push-up. Up, out, still working all the same muscles. There are so many options available to get those chest muscles. Bring it down, take your time. Up, hold in that little bend right there. Don't come all the way up to the top. Right when you get to the chest, right straight out. In and down. One more. Up, out, in, down, down. How do you get down off an elephant? You don't. You get down off a duck. I love that joke. Because the first time I heard it, it's like, what? That doesn't make sense. All right. Where did we start out with? Heel dig with a push. You got a couple seconds left yet. You want to get a couple in, just start to warming up. If you want to get a couple in just to start warming up, you can do that. All right, enough of the warming up. Let's go. Knee up if you can get it. If not, you can do the high knee. That's another way to do it. Or just a heel dig, whichever one's right for you. At this point, you may be wearing out just a little bit. You may want to have to take it just a little bit slower. That plyo is really good, though. Burns calories, gets the heart rate up, higher metabolism. Stay with you after you get done exercising. We're done. Grab a weight. Just one weight. First one we did, reverse lunge with a rotation. Here we go. Back over that front leg. Turn. Not the knee, not the hips. And bring it back up. Other side. Step back. Rotate the shoulders. Knee stays over the ankle on that front leg. Don't let yourself lean forward. Back. Roll them. In and back. Other side. And up. 15 seconds. Bring it around. Back and in. Step back. See if you can get just a little bit lower this time. This is the last one right here. Rotate. Keep those shoulders in a straight line. And back up. That's the beauty of a pinch grip using a single weight. One, you use the chest. Two, you're using the forearms to grip that weight. The other one is when you're doing a rotation, you're forcing the shoulders to stay in a straight line as you rotate. So you can't just reach one arm across. If that arm reaches, it pushes the other one back. Curl to a chest press. Elbows at a 45 when you come up. Remember, right here. Up to the chest. Out. In. And down. Little bend in the knee. Shoulder blades stay back. This is one, it's really easy. This right here, the curl will bring the shoulders down. This will really bring the shoulders forward. Be really careful with that. Down, up. Keep the shoulder blades back. Work those muscles between the shoulder blades all the way through. Because every exercise is a posture exercise. If you keep yourself in neutral position, up, out, hold for a count, in and down, stop. Regain, this is the last one. Out, in, and down. Weights down. Time to grab the water. Time to take a little bit of a break here. Deep breaths, remember, keep moving. If you breathe in deeply through the nose, push the stomach out, and then exhale, you get rid of all that sludge in your lungs. Sludge is the medical term. That sludge in your lungs, forcing it out, that'll start to bring that heart rate down because you get more oxygen into every breath you take. Every breath you take. What are we doing next? Lateral lunges. Out. Dynamic lateral lunges. Push it off, come back in. Out and in. So a fun one to do with this one is as you come in, bring the knee up, clap the hands and down. Other side, arms out, bring it together and step down or put the foot down. All right, here we go. You ready? Arms out, side lunge, into the middle, tap, other side out, push up and back, out, up. The other thing you can do on this one, if you choose, is that power skip again. Going into that, getting a little plyo into it. Whoops, up, together, out, here. There we go. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I'm working on it. Up, other side, and back, out, push up, out, or just right here. And back to the middle. Here's another one. Up, out, and up. We're done though. We don't have to do these anymore. Okay, I'll quit now too. Next one, 2 weights, light. We're going back to the shoulders. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. And we do this. And switch over. L raises. Front raise, side raise, all together. You're ready. Shoulders back, chest out, little bend in the knees. Here we go. Up. Switch it off down here or at the top, putting a little more work into those shoulders, holding them up in that contracted position for a longer time. Time under tension. It's all about making sure that you're not getting hurt and that you're doing what you're able to. I don't know what weights you're using. It may be pretty heavy for you. For the shoulder raise, then you make the switch down here at the bottom. Bring it up as high as you can and back down. Otherwise, up and over as long as you're not letting those shoulders come forward. And down. One more each side. Hips are not moving as you do this. It is just that shoulder girdle. Around and down. Here we go. This one's fun. This one really is. I like this one. We're going into a hip hinge, weights to the knees, butt out. Bring it up, step back in reverse. You're now in a stagger step. Now you're doing a single leg deadlift to the middle, step back on the other side, down and up, and then back to a hip hinge deadlift. You think it's fun too, don't you? Yeah. All right, here we go. Shoulders are back, feet hip width apart. Take them down. Butts right straight out. Knees are always over the ankle on that front leg. Down. Right here. And up, step back with the other leg. Push the butt back and bring it up. Hip hinge or deadlift. Down, knees over the ankles. Concentrate on that. Push through the heels as you come up. Down. Again, as you're coming up, you're bringing that foot in at the same time. A little more challenging, uses the core a little bit more. If that's not right for you, then you just come down, come up, and then step in. Whichever one you like. Challenge yourself, don't hurt yourself. And up. Down. 5 seconds, one more time. Hip hinge, single leg, bring it back up to the middle. Set your weights down. We're starting at the top of that one again. Lateral lunge out, up, clap, whatever. Whichever you want. Just keep moving. That's the important thing. If you can even sit down and just do a march. Doesn't matter. All right, ready? These are just trying to keep it. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. Out, trying to keep it changed up a little bit so you don't get bored. Different exercises. Out. I do that so I don't get bored. Out and up, or power skip, or high knee, whichever one you like, up to you, or just a power skip. And up, almost did it wrong. Step, and in 5 seconds, that's it. Down and up, out, and in. 2 weights, going to an L raise. His boy I'll raise. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Knees have a little bend in them. Maintain your neutral position. Up, around, and down. Bring it up. Roll it. Again, maybe right down here is where you need to do the switch. Don't come up as high and around and back down. And that's what I would really suggest actually on this one. Come up as high as you can and still make that rotation and then back down. That way you're still keeping the muscles under tension as much as is like max for you, and that's fine. That's all we're looking for. 10 seconds. Up, over, and down. When you can make it just a little more intense, you're going to work those muscles just a little bit more, which is really important. And back down. All right. The fun one. You're waiting to get back to this one. I know that. You ready? Hip hinge. Down. Up. Step back. Single leg deadlift. Down. Pushing through that front foot. Through the heel. Step back on the other side. Down. Keeping the knee over the ankle. And back up. Deadlift. Don't go below the knees. Push the butt back. Coming up. Stepping back on one side. Down. And up. Going to the other side. Remember, as you're pushing through that front foot, bring that leg up. Down. And up. Step it back. And up. And one more time through the progression. Down and up. Step it back. Reverse lunge. See if you can get just a little bit deeper with it. And up. Other side. Step back. Hinging at the hip. Back stays straight. Push it up and in. That was it. You know, we have one more set left, but we'll never get to the floor if we do it. All right. So for anybody who's here Thursday, you'll see it then. Grab your mat, get some water. You don't need weights. We got a full floor session here. Want to make sure we get to the whole thing. So we hit all the major muscle groups. We got lower body, glutes, hamstrings, quadriceps on the squats, core a little bit. We got curls in there. We got chest presses. We got shoulder raises. It's good mix. Good mix. On the floor. Down you go on your back. We're going to start out easy. Because we did all of those weight exercises, let's stretch out first. Arms up overhead. Reach it. Legs out. Reach it. Deep breath in and bring it all up over center. Stretch out the back. And back down again. Arms up overhead. Back of the hands against the floor. Sweep. Got those snow angels going on here. A little bend in the elbows. Take it down. Roll the shoulder blades down as deep as you can get. Bring the hands back up again. And roll them up as high as they'll go. Arms up. Legs wherever you want them. We're going to go into just the lower back on the floor. So you probably know where that point is for you, that you can walk the feet out and still get that lower back on the floor. Hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to get the feet out all the way. And again, remember, you want to put something under your back here. You want to make sure that when you squeeze those lower abs and that spine lengthens out, that you've got support underneath them, underneath the back. So get whatever you need underneath there. And you can anticipate that every week, every class, down and up. And from here, we go into a crunch. So it is squeeze those lower abs, get the lower back on the floor, tighten up those upper abs, and the exhale is the way to do it. And bring it back down. You know you're using those upper abs when you get that full contraction in the core through the abs. Squeeze it. And back down. You come up as high as you can come up. And back down. Tighten up that core, upper abs, lower abs, all nice and tight. And back down, like you're clenching a fist in your stomach. And back down. How high you come up is not the determinator of what you're doing, how hard you're working. It is tightening up those core muscles, getting them tight top to bottom, rib cage to hips, and then holding it there, and then back down. If you do that, you don't have to come up very high. And you squeeze, getting all the air out of the lungs, and you're going to feel all those muscles contracting. One more time, up, squeeze, and back down. Arms out to the sides, feet up in a crooked position. First thing you want to watch for is that the shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles, feet are all in alignment. Toes are pointed right straight out, not out to the sides. Always forcing your body in a neutral position, holding it there, making all the muscles stronger that hold it in that neutral position. Going into a march, up and back down. Arms are out to the side so you don't twist from side to side. If you're not twisting from side to side, if you feel no shift in that lower back at all, bring the hands up, work the core just a little bit harder. Again, making sure those lower abs are engaged so that lower back is down on whatever you've got underneath it. So one thing I saw that people do is they roll their mat up and put it underneath. So take from the feet up and roll the mat up so it's under their lower spine too, or under the lower lumbar. And back down, up, squeeze. One more time, bring it up and back down. Again, grab onto the backs of the thighs. Knees up to the ceiling. Lower back is on the floor. Bringing both legs up. Check. Toes, knees, hips, shoulders, all lined up. Back down. Don't come below 90 on the knees. Stay right there with those quadriceps. Up. Get to the top. Bring the toes down, stretching out those calf muscles. We got the opportunity. We take it. And back up. And down. A couple more. Up. Down. And last one. Lower back is on the floor. You're going to bring the legs up as high as they'll go. Doesn't matter how high they go, wherever they can get. Toes down. You'll feel the calf muscles in the back of the lower leg stretch out. Relax the feet. That's all you do. And then bring it back down. And legs down. Reach for the stars. Reach to the outside of that. We're going to start out with the left leg. Shoulders rotate. You come up off the floor. Roll the shoulders. Reach down. Bring those shoulder blades down towards the leg, down to the thigh. I'm on the left side. And then come back down. Regroup. Lower back on the floor. Straight up with the shoulders off the floor. Rotate the shoulder girdle. And then squeeze the core just one more time. Getting as deep as you can and coming back. You can advance this by not letting the shoulders come back to the floor. So right here, nice squeeze. Shoulders right up to the ceiling. You're looking at it, at the ceiling. And then back up. Other side. Reaching to the right. Exhale. Tighten the core up. Again, fist in your stomach. It's tightening it up like that. And all those muscles are your fingers clenching. And bring it back one more each side. And up, last one. And down. Modified bicycle or bicycle, up to you. Modified bicycle, bringing the feet up into that crook position. Lifting one knee, reaching to the outside, not letting the hips turn at all. Keeping that lower back on the floor and back up and then to the other side. Modified, or knees up over the hips and then reaching to the side, bringing one knee in, tucking it, and then back up and then to the other side. In and back out. So as you bring that knee in, the other leg's going to extend out and back. So here, we're working upper Lower because you're keeping that lower back on the floor. Upper because you're keeping the shoulders up. And obliques because you're rotating. Out. Knee stays over the hips. So you're working the quadriceps, knees at 90. And hamstrings up and back and up. Couple more. Reach across. Bring it up, other side. Tight. In and down. Leg extension, staying in that tuck position. We're just going to extend out the right leg and bring it back in, other side up and out. So I'm keeping the feet on the floor in that crook position. One foot's going up, one foot's going out. And so we're going to take, if you want, you can bring those knees up into 90-90 and extend one leg out and bring it back in. Other side. You don't want to twist. You want that lower back flat on the floor. So you don't want to feel weight shift from side to side on those hips. Out. You also don't want that lower back to come up off the floor. Out. And in. Out. If it's getting to be too much, quadriceps are getting tired, hip flexors are getting tired, put the feet back on the floor and stretch it out. Or don't extend that leg out as far. Just go a little bit, keeping that knee bent, but enough that you can feel the muscles working. But before you start twisting or before you start bringing that lower back up off the floor, out and in, out, in, and down. We're going hard on the core today. Hardcore we're going today. Hands on the outside of the thighs. Right hand outside the right, left hand outside the left. Everything's in alignment. We're just going to bring the shoulders up. So the advantage of this one is you're coming up in that crunch, but you're rolling the shoulder blades down. And as you do, you're going to feel those core muscles tighten up a little more to bring those shoulders down, those upper abs, getting an assist from the lats and back down. So it's up, reach, and back down. Bring it up. Shoulder blades back, squeeze those ab muscles, draw those shoulder blades down to the hips and back. Couple more. Up, squeeze, and back down. Last one. Shoulders right up to the ceiling. You keep staring at the ceiling as you do that crunch and bring it back. We're going to do a modified V up. So what we're going to do is that same thing, but we're going to bring a foot up off the floor and do a crunch and back down. If you can, extend the leg out at a diagonal and then do the crunch and bring it back. So knee up just a little bit. Extend at the knee. You're out at a 45. You're reaching to the outside of each thigh and bring it back. The first modification you can do on this one to step it up a little bit is both feet up off the floor. Squeeze. So you start out in the neutral position, but you bring yourself up. This is a suitcase crunch, bringing the knees in, shoulder blades down, and back out. And then from here, you can go leg lift up. So your feet are already at that 45-degree angle or at that bend in the knee or whatever it is. So you bring them up. Legs are out of 45, knees stay straight, or knees stay wherever you put them when you were down. And then hands up over the head. We're going to go into a extended arm, back of the hands against the floor. And then a full V up is arms up. As that's happening, you start getting that lower back on the floor. Shoulder blades come up, legs come up. They don't go beyond a diagonal. And then back down again. So the hands up over the head, what that does is it puts a little more arch in that lower back because you've got weight way out there and over the head. If that doesn't work, bend the elbows so you get that weight closer to the body. It's not going to put so much stress on the lower abs or on the lower back. And then out. Also, you can keep those knees bent a little bit more. So a good option is right here. Arms are really down. Those elbows are really down. You got a good bend in the knees. And then you come up and squeeze it and back down again. A couple more up. This is the modification I would say you would want to try to get to right here. So you've got both arms and both legs moving, forcing the core to do all the work, hold you from twisting side to side, keeping that lower back on the floor, and down again. All right, we're going on our side. We're going to work the obliques. Couple quick ones. Starting out, we're going to go into just a clamshell. So legs stacked, 90-degree elbow in the knees, and then bring it up. And here you are making sure you do not roll backwards. Sorry, we're really working the glutes on this one. We hadn't gotten those yet. Up and back down. So I had my hand underneath my head, pushing the other ear into the shoulder, not what I wanted. This isn't a stretch for the neck. It is bringing that knee up and back down. Concentrate on those glutes on the top side. Up. Squeeze. And back down. Up. And back. Remember, modification for this was lower leg just up off the floor, together, and up, squeezing it apart, down, and up. That's a lot harder. That one really works the core. You also need that brace arm out there if you're doing that. Make sure you've got that lower hand out, using it to prevent yourself from twisting. It's up, together, going to feel that glute muscle working, and back down, out. This gets the lower back or the lower leg involved a little bit too. And back down. We're going to go right back to those glute muscles. Leg extended on the top, toe forward, bring it up. Make sure, move that leg around. If you don't feel this in the glutes, if you don't feel this in the outside of the butt, move that leg around just a little bit. Whatever you have to do, tense those muscles up, tighten them up, and back down. If that leg extended fully is too much, bend the knee. You want to make sure that nothing is moving but this hip joint. The muscles in the outside of the hip and the glutes are doing the contraction, pulling that leg up and back down again. Squeeze. And down one more time. Bring it up. Hold it. And back down. Top leg, front or back, wherever you want to put it. We're going to raise that lower leg. What you're looking for here is to make sure that that heel, you're leading with the heel and your torso doesn't twist, because the minute you go backwards, you're using the glutes to help pull it up. If you go forward, you're helping, or you're getting the quads and the hip flexors involved to lift it up. So you want to make sure you're right on that hip bone. Bring that toe in as far as you can get it, foot flat on the floor, and then raise the heel. And back down, keeping a little bend in the knee. We're looking for those inner thighs. Up. Okay, so I didn't feel it there. I had to bring that heel back just a little bit more, not letting my torso twist when I did. Up. So I'm leaning into that front hand just a little bit more to prevent myself from rolling backwards. That hip should not move. There should be no shifting on the weight on that hip bone. Up. Squeeze. And down one more time. Bring it up. Hold it. Other side. Those three. So we're working glutes, outside of the hip, and inner thigh of each leg. Starting out, both knees bent, going into a clamshell. Up. Hold it. If you can't feel it in the glutes, tighten up those muscles just a little bit. Find it before you come down. And then back down, making sure you go right back into that. It's an arc of the knee. That's all it is. Up. And down. Squeeze those muscles back there. One more time. Up. And back down. So the variation of this is whole leg up, squeeze, and back down with the knee bent. Knee toward the foot. You want to make sure, or toward the other foot, you want to make sure that you've got a straight line all the way through the torso to the knee as you lift up. And that's where we just extend out as much as we can without twisting the back. making sure that you can feel those glutes on the outside. That's all you're really looking for. Sorry, outside of the hip into the glutes. Up, squeeze. Foot stays parallel to the floor. That's one of the keys to this one, instead of letting it turn up. Again, you want to maintain that alignment at all times. So you're strengthening those muscles up. It's going to put you into alignment automatically without you having to think about it. They're going to be strong. They're going to be tight, right where they need to be. Protecting the joints. Up, hold, and back down, top foot on the floor, front or back, wherever is right for you, and then lift that lower leg. So for me, having the foot up front, I can push through that heel just a little bit more to make sure that I don't twist. I don't go backwards. I can lean into that front and that top leg just a little bit when it's in front of me. If you've got the leg behind you, because that's easier, hand on the floor and lean into that. Up, squeeze, back down, 2 more. I'm pushing for time. Last one, down, seated. Seated right here on the floor. All right, so I really want to work that outer thigh. If you can, knee underneath the foot this time. So you've got that leg in a crook, bring that other leg underneath the crooked leg, hold it there. When you do that, you're going to feel it in the outside of that other hip. Just get it in as far as you can. If near that is fine, just bend the knee. When you bend that knee, you're going to drive those muscles in the outside of the hip to stretch. They're getting tightened up at the same time. Knee stays down. Roll the shoulder blades back, chest out. It's kind of throwing that figure 4 or pigeon into the rotation. Other foot up, like that, and around. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Get it right. I wasn't doing it right. Move that knee around so that you feel the muscles stretching on the outside of the hip. And bring it back in. I should have said, this may not be possible for you to put that rotation into the knee and come back. That's where you go out to the side. You still bend the knee, but you don't bring it way back in. Keep it out there. Give yourself less angle so you can get that outside of the hip. All right, up we go. Up I go. 2 minutes left. Ooh, so remember, Thursday we do that last set. I have to remember that. All right, shoulders back, chest out. Come on down into a hip hinge. Get those hamstrings stretched out. Push it back, lay into it, sit into it. And then from here, as you bring the butt down, knees don't come forward, push the butt out just a little bit more so you can feel those hamstrings stretch. Once you feel them stretching, you're done. That's it. Just let them sit in there for a minute. Deep breath in, exhale. A little bit out farther and bring it up. Toe up. We're going to go into a hip hinge, into that side that the toe is up. Shoulders square to the floor, looking right down at that toe. Stretching out the muscles in the back of the lower leg. If it's not working, bending the knee is really one of the keys in making sure that you can just get those those calf muscles, lower half of the leg. And so is keeping the shoulder blades back and chest out. Those 2 things are all the adjustments you need. You'll find those calf muscles specifically. Other side, toe up. Hip hinge, shoulders to the floor. Chest out, shoulder blades back. Little bend in the knee. Straight on, don't twist. No twisting. We're not twisting the night away. And back up. Check it out. Into a squat, arms down, reach across, roll the shoulder blades back as you come up over the top. Deep breath in. Stomach out. Exhale, coming down to the side. Fooled you. Back up on top. Roll to the other side. Stretch it out. Bring it back up. Last one. Reach across, going into that squat. Deep breath in through the nose. Stomach out. And exhale. Bring the arms down, getting all the sludge out of your lungs. We're good. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Great way to start the week. I will see you later this week or next week. Thank you.